No, I completely agree. I mean, there were this game for Ohio State was definitely a big one for them, and it's definitely going to put them right back into contention with Oregon. Honestly, in my opinion, a team that Ohio State never should have lost to.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, like I've got some concerns,
Hmm.
with the team, but all in all, again, big win for them. Next up, you have Duke going into Miami.
Yeah,
Again, another undefeated team. Um,
yeah.
it looked rocky. It looked rocky.
It yeah. No, the fact that what is it? Oh god,
Cam Ward,
Miami did
Cam
find
Ward,
themselves. Huh?
Cam Ward. Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna bring up Cam Ward. I was
Yeah,
waiting. I
I
was
was gonna
waiting.
say, like, the fact that Miami was finding themselves down against Duke of all teams, but, they were able to battle back, get the win, dropping a 50 piece on Duke. I mean, it's no surprise. And
Yeah, I
yes,
mean,
Penn State did get jobbed yesterday.
yeah. I look. Every week. I mean, every week there's bad calls, whether it
Yep.
goes one way or another way. I mean, it happens. Unfortunately, it
Mhm.
was Penn State's time, but the whole thing is Penn State had multiple opportunities to win that game,
Yeah.
but they
No,
didn't.
for sure.
So I understand one thing definitely, sucks, but you don't win a game off of one play, just like you don't lose a game off of one play. Um,
Absolutely. I
Multiple
completely
things
agree.
happen. So after Duke and Miami, you got Kentucky going in and getting their asses beat by Tennessee. Yes, sir. 28
Yes,
to
sir.
18. Yeah, they beat. I mean, okay, well, maybe not exactly national, but still, they won by two scores. Yeah, no,
Mhm.
it's good to see Tennessee winning. Now, granted,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Kentucky has not been a good team.
Mhm. No, I completely agree. It really is good to see Tennessee back on the winning side of things. Um, even what is it? Uh, Texas Tech getting the upset over Iowa State was crazy as well.
Yes, 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 yes. So that was a game where it was like Iowa State came out and they came out a little slow, then they
Hmm.
started hitting, and then at the very last second, it was like Texas Tech came back and they got a heater. They got a
Yeah,
heater.
that they
Um,
did.
Fucking Texas A&M going into South Carolina. Woo, woo. That
Yeah.
was getting beat down. Right? Mr. Andrew Anderson is in the back, and I know he's very happy
Oh
uh,
yeah.
to see that and the performance that his team put on yesterday. It was a for sure beatdown. All right,
Yes,
now
sir. You
we got
already know he
back
was
to back.
blasting Sandstorm like there was no tomorrow.
Oh yeah. So it was back to back. So Texas Tech beat Iowa State,
Hmm.
and then Louisville beat Clemson. And
Yeah,
Louisville didn't just beat Clemson; they
and
beat Clemson 33-21.
yeah, and Clemson too. That is a real tough place to play.
Yep. And then being a new Ohio State fan, um, seeing Indiana absolutely kick the shit out of
Mhm.
Michigan State.
Oh, that they did.
47-10 is
Oof.
beautiful. Indiana is now still undefeated.
Mhm.
I think they make a nice little jump up the rankings. I
Mhm.
thought they were going to last week. They really did not.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it's I mean, absolutely horrible.
it really
Uh,
is.
Kansas State going into Houston and getting
Mhm.
the loss. Houston
Yeah,
beat them 24-19. Like
that
this really
that's
hurt Kansas State because
mhm.
I mean, like now that's your third loss. Like you were number 17. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like no, you shot all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
No, at worst, they're getting out of the rankings.
Pitt going into SMU, SMU putting up 48-25. That defense didn't know what to do, and honestly, it's
Yeah.
the offense, I'm not gonna call them exactly lackluster, but, I mean, when you're comparing the 2, it's just not fair.
No, it
It's
really isn't. Obviously, SMU found a way to get the game won, and it shows.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and then up next we have Ole Miss going into Arkansas. I mean, I had a little hope. I had a little hope. I had a little
Yep.
hope. A little hope.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll get some calls. We'll make a couple plays here and there, and maybe Arkansas can win this thing. All right. The fact that they put up 31 points, I understand it's garbage time. I understand it's whatever. But
Yep.
I mean, the third quarter they put up 14 points. They tried to they tried, okay?
Yeah.
I will say that. They tried. But yeah, 63-31, Ole Miss put it up on them. I
Oh,
mean, they
yeah.
beat it by 30 points.
Yeah,
There's
I
nothing
mean,
more.
yeah, it really wasn't any surprise that, Ole Miss dropped 60 on, Arkansas. I mean, Arkansas was in the game, to say the least, but they weren't in it long enough to hang with Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Next up, you have Army. The Air Force coming into Army, and Army
Mhm.
beat them down.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, 20-3, like,
Yep.
that was run the ball, ground and pound, beautiful. It was beautiful. What was
Yeah.
that? Yeah, he had 22 carries, 158 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I
Oof.
can't say his name. It's, Udo.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
see.
it's spelled Udoh. Alright, from Army. That dude, that running back, he had himself a
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I believe it is, Udo, but
uh,
yeah, that is crazy.
and then last up, Minnesota going in and beating 24th ranked Illinois,
Mm, I
25 to
really
17.
I really thought that, Illinois was getting that win, but man,
No, I
Minnesota
bet
came to
on
play.
Minnesota. I bet on Minnesota. I had a good feeling about Minnesota. Just because, I mean, dude, if you look at all of their matchups, they match up really well
Yeah,
against a lot of teams. Like,
yep,
they don't play down to the competition.
yeah,
So,
no, for sure, and this is
I
definitely a loss that puts Illinois out of the rankings, and definitely something that they need to bounce back from.
oh, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Up next, we have the World Series topics.
Mm,
Uh,
that was painful to watch. That was a very, very painful thing to watch, especially that 5th inning that the Yankees had. Uh, didn't know it at the time, but that was essentially the beginning of the end for the Yankees, and didn't wanna accept that it's like, "Fuck, the Dodgers are gonna win."
so I will say this. I feel like the bats weren't there when you guys really needed it.
Mhm.
And
No, I
I think,
completely agree.
I mean, what more? What more could you guys have done?
I don't know, maybe get rid of Aaron Boone? Oh, man, because his what is it? Managing was not up to par because taking Garrett Cole out of the first inning when Cole was just on a roll, and yeah, he had like 88 pitches going when he got taken out. But I mean, if the man is cruising, let the man cruise because like if you're taking him out when he's on a roll, that's essentially the beginning of the end. And Jesus, did that do us dirty?
Yeah, no. So okay, so game one, 6-3.
Mm-hmm.
That for me again, and it went 10 innings. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like it was just, like they got a guy on base and then, cleared the
Mm-hmm.
bases. That one was It was tough.
It
Game
was.
2 game 2, it was just like the Yankees wasn't there.
Nope.
Um, uh, Juan
Yeah.
Soto. Juan Soto.
Mm.
I mean, do they sign Juan Soto?
I really think that they should because he's one of the reasons why the Yankees were able to get to all the way to the World Series. And if he doesn't hit that home run against the Indians in the ALCS, more than likely would have been the Indians in the World Series and not the Yankees.
Okay, okay, absolutely. Completely agree with you. Aaron Judge, do you think it's like some fans are starting to get to a point to where it's like, bro, you need to show up when it counts?
Yeah, I think I think a lot of Yankees fans, myself included, are really like, dude, you were an absolute ghost the entire postseason. And like, yeah, you had your moments here and there. The sleeping giant did awaken, but man, you were an absolute ghost through like 95% of the World Series.
Okay. Um, do you think they have a good shot at getting back?
I think they do. It really depends on the players that they bring in and the players that they let go. Like they really need to bring in the right players, and if anything, they really need to work on fundamentals because a lot of the plays that cost them the World Series was really basic fundamental type plays.
So, flip side,
Mm,
let's give the Dodgers their flowers. Clap it up
yep.
for the Dodgers. Look, man, you guys spent the bankroll. You got it. You guys did
Yep.
it. You
Yep.
guys did it, man.
Yeah.
Fucking congrats.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so caught up in their postseason chokes going back to 2013, but at the same time, it was like, damn, they actually got the players that they needed, and hey, they finally won it all.
Yeah, no, and I'm very happy for him. I mean, look, I'm looking for my Shohei Otani, rookie Babe Ruth card
Hell
to
yeah.
go ahead and skyrocket in price.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I mean, look, man, I give him all due. Freddie
Yeah.
Freeman, Mookie Betts, all of
Yep.
them. Like, look, you guys have, you guys are world champs. So,
Absolutely.
or at least MLB champs.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's crazy though. Freddie Freeman, two-time World Series champion with the Braves and the Dodgers. Mookie Betts, a World Series champion as well. Man, like yeah, got to give the Dodgers credit where credit is due.
Yes, sir.
Jesus, talk about fucking nostalgia. The Rescuers are on.
The Rescuers. That sounds familiar.
uh Disney movie about these two mice that go and help some kid.
Oh, it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Such a classic.
Because at first I thought it was Chippendale.
There's gotta be like early morning football games on.
So I think oh no, I think it's next week is the early game is on.
The London game.
I think it's London or somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like a London game. Looks like no London games are on right now, so that's pretty disappointing.
Yep. All right. So bam. Now we're on to the NFL.
Yep, let's do it.
Um so First up, we have the Saints versus the Panthers.
Well, I mean, the Panthers, the ironically having one win, they really are the worst team in the NFL right now. So I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and go with the Saints on this one.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh, Derek Carr is back.
Hmm.
Okay, Saints are back.
Yep.
Right. Um, Derek Carr is going to throw a touchdown.
Yep.
He's going to throw at least 175 yards. All
Hmm.
right, Kamara's going to get you at least, I'll say 50 rushing yards.
Yeah, I
Right,
could see that.
at least 75, at least 70 all-purpose yards.
Yeah.
So it's catching and receiving, right?
Hmm.
So there's you a little three-stack parlay right there, right? So you can get off this. But my bet is for the Saints to win. The Saints
Yeah.
are going to win this game, and they should win it fairly easy. It should be like 30 to fucking 17.
Yeah, assuming that Carolina can actually get that high.
Well, I think they do in the second half. I think they score a garbage time touchdown,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah,
think
I
they
could see
score
that.
like three points in the first half. I'd say a touchdown, and then another touchdown.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Next up is Commanders versus the Giants.
Man, as much as I want to be biased and everything with the Giants, I'm definitely gonna have to go with the Redskins on this one. Like they are just on fire right now. Jaden Daniels is showing that he is the guy, and what is it? The Redskins have a serious team this year.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because it's just like it's always the second quarterback that's the better quarterback. It's always the second quarterback that's the better quarterback.
Yep.
And it's hilarious because once again it has happened. The
Hmm.
second quarterback off the board is the better quarterback.
Yep.
And Jaden Daniels is, I mean, listen, he's going to rush for at least 25 yards.
Hmm.
He's going to throw for at least 175 yards, and he's
Oh
going
yeah.
to throw you for a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
You can bet that. Matter of fact, you want a spicy bet? Noah Brown for 25 receiving yards.
Damn. What
That's
is good, Terry?
what's up, man. It's football Sunday, man. It's
Yes,
Sunday. It's
sir.
game day countdown.
Yes, sir.
Um, but yeah, nah, Commanders should easily win this game. I'm betting on the money line.
Hmm.
Um, 100%. Like I said, Giants could come out here and they could look tough in the first half. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Like they've done it in a couple games this year where they've
Hmm.
come out and they look tough.
Yeah, they
But
really have.
I don't see that today. I just feel like Jade like they're gonna run away with it.
Yeah.
Go Bucks.
That'll be
Listen.
a good game
Every
to
week,
watch.
every week we all hope against Kansas City, but every week
Hmm.
that we fail and fail and fail again.
Yep. Yeah,
But I'll
and
tell you this.
obviously the pick it really is in with the Kansas City Chiefs. The fact that they keep getting out of these what do you what is it out of these situations and calls that the refs should be making, but obviously it looks like they get paid off to win.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately the Giants do suck. They really do. It's a sad, sad thing. Well, stop meowing, get your ass over here. Damn. Trying to show you some love, but you want to go into the bedroom and bother mommy.
oh,
Ay.
all right. Next up, we have the Dolphins versus the Bills.
Mm. Well, I mean, despite the fact that Tua really is back with the Dolphins and everything, yeah, Buffalo is just on fire right now, especially with the addition of Amari Cooper, and it's obviously showing.
Well, Amari Cooper was pretty quiet last week,
Mm,
but I will. I'm betting against you. I will. Me personally, I think the Dolphins are going to win this.
hmm,
I think you take Tua for 200 yards. You can take Tyreek Hill for a touchdown,
okay.
and take Tua for a touchdown also.
Hmm,
I'd look for Tyreek Hill's going to get at least 4 catches.
yeah, I could see that.
He's probably going to get that in the first half, let alone the whole game. But yeah, that's and yeah, like me personally, I think the Dolphins are going to win. But I know Tyreek Hill is going to have a game today,
Hmm,
and
yeah.
I much so look forward to it.
Oh yeah, no, I could see that being a possibility, but at the same time, like, if Tua just goes back into his normal mode of doing what he does, leading with his head, and it's not going to look good for the
I
Dolphins.
wouldn't exactly call that doing what he does.
I mean, he leads with his head every time he gets to scramble and decides to go down. And last week was probably the first time ever that he decided that he actually used his head and thought maybe I should slide instead of trying to be a bully type quarterback.
Yeah, no, I mean absolutely, but at this point in his career, that he has to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like
Mm,
if you want to continue playing, you cannot take any hits.
right. Oof, Jesus.
Okay.
But all right, we are going to take one quick commercial break and then we are going to be back with making some more NFL picks. We will be back in less than a minute. Okay, and we are back and we are here to make some more NFL predictions. But if you find yourself in the South Carolina area and you want to get a tattoo, be sure to hit up Jimbo's Tattoo Parlor.
Oh yeah. Shoot. All right. Next up is the Chargers versus the Browns.
Mm. I mean, this could be a very defensive heavy, possibly offensive heavy type of game. Herbert and the weapons he's got, Brown's actually finding something to do with Jameis Winston under center and not have Deshaun Watson under center. This game could be a crazy one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Browns. I'm gonna take the Browns. I think
Uh,
Jameis Winston is going to have Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is going to be his second game back healthy. I
mm-hmm.
think he helps out a lot.
Yep.
I think with the weapons that he has, look what they did to us last week.
Yeah,
They played a
absolutely.
damn good game. So
They
now they
did.
have a quarterback that's playing good ball with a defense that's playing lights out.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Look, I'm sorry. The Chargers haven't done anything this year to make me think that they're going to put up 38 points. No fucking way.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't see Herbert doing that. I don't see Harbaugh doing that. Just like I
No.
don't see my Harbaugh doing that. But
I
I
mean, granted
digress.
granted, there was a lot of miscues for the Ravens when they played the Browns last Sunday, but I
And
think against the Chargers, the Browns are definitely gonna have some advantage going for them, and, yeah.
no, no, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think it's going
Mhm.
to be like 17-21.
That's
But
possible.
I think the Browns get it done.
Yeah, I could see it as well. I mean, you got, Miles Garrett leading the charge on defense. You got James Winston under center. You got Nick Chubb in the backfield, and yeah, there's really no reason why the Browns shouldn't lose this game.
and riding with Baker versus the Chiefs. But on defense, do I ride with the Tennessee or the Pats?
Mm.
So, I mean, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go for fucking Tennessee's defense because Mayo ain't starting today, is he? If Mayo's not starting for the Pats, then you start Tennessee's defense. As far as no, you're gonna go for Jordan Love because Jordan Love's gonna have to throw that ball, so he's
Mhm.
gonna get more yards. Whereas though Tampa Bay, I don't think Baker Mayfield's gonna have a 300 and some yard day. Not against the Chiefs defense, and
Yeah.
nobody beating the Zebras. So, oh,
Yeah.
Love is out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they do have a good decent backup being, Malik Willis, so we'll see what
No,
happens with
no, then
him,
go.
but
Then if Love is out, then you got to go with Baker.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I would go Pat's defense. I would go Pat's defense
Ugh.
because I mean, as far as like Atlanta is going to put up points on Dallas.
Knock it off. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, especially with how the Cowboys are playing as well this season, it just the math isn't mathing for them.
Yeah, now that's a game that I could see 38-35.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would. That's not going to be a defensive matchup at all.
No,
Dallas.
absolutely not, especially with Micah Parsons out on Dallas, like, that's
No,
gonna be a
I wouldn't
shootout.
take Atlanta's defense because I'm telling you, Dallas is going to put up points on that defense, but Atlanta is going to be able to score. That's why it's going to be garbage time. Now, now they might not score 35, but they could definitely score 28 fucking points. And I don't want a defense that's going to have 28 points scored on them. Sorry,
Yeah, no, for sure.
even if they get the win, I don't like. Yeah, that Tennessee Pats game is going to be way lower scoring game.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, like, that game is gonna be real low scoring for sure.
All right. So, yep. Next up is it's the Patriots versus the Titans. I'm looking for
Yeesh.
the Titans. The Titans should win this game. Like
Um,
if there's a winnable game, it's the Titans have a winnable game this week. This is 100% winnable game. Listen, the Patriots defense is good.
mm,
They're good, but their offense sucks. There's no real consistency outside of Stevenson.
yeah, no, I mean, there
And
really
even
isn't, but
hasn't been looking too consistent. So
I think that the Patriots are gonna be riding the momentum of getting the win over the, New York Jets last week, and I think they probably get the win over the Titans.
yeah, I don't see it. The Titans defense and the Titans offense are just playing well.
Yeah,
And when you're playing well on both sides of the ball, you're going to
mhm.
beat a team that's only playing good on one side of the ball.
Yeah, no, for sure, like, I
That's the one
understand.
thing. The Jets played Dookie. They
Yeah,
played
they
Dookie.
really did.
And not even that, it's a divisional game. Like,
Yeah,
they're gonna play each other twice, you know what I mean? So they
mhm.
know what they do, and
No, for
Gerard
sure.
Mayo ain't no slouch, okay?
No,
Aaron
absolutely,
Rodgers
he
likes to do the same things over and over again,
yeah,
okay? Aaron Rodgers does, and that's why
mhm.
he gets caught. That's why this year he's been getting, hit in the mouth
Yeah,
because guys have sat here and had enough time to sit here and go through all the routes that you like doing. And now
yeah,
you have all of these years of work, and well, he likes to do these fade routes
yeah,
every time. So every time he's in this situation, look, he likes to go to a fade route. Boom. So now we know what you're looking for. So now it's a little easier. Now, granted, he's still Aaron Rodgers.
yeah,
It's not going to be super easy, but as you can see, he's not as good as he once was.
yeah. No, for sure, it's
And
definitely showing too. I mean, they got the win over the Texans, who don't really have their best players out right now, and they're acting like they just won the AFC Championship. Like, dude, stop it. Y'all are still 3-6, and at the same time, you got a long way to go if you actually wanna be in contention with the Buffalo Bills right now, who are just cruising in the AFC East.
yeah, but our next game is we have the Cowboys going in to face the Falcons. I think this is a high scoring game, but and
Mhm.
I think the Falcons take this game. The
Yeah,
Falcons take the game. Um, again, they should. The Cowboys defense is injured. They're missing a couple key guys.
Yep.
Um, yeah, no, 100%. I think it's on them. Look for Kirk Cousins to have over 200 passing yards. He's going
Mhm.
to throw a touchdown. Look for Drake London to have what 4 or 5 catches.
Yep.
Was it Darnell Mooney?
Mhm.
Look for him to have 3 or 4 catches. Um, Taking Drake London for 40 receiving yards all day.
Yep.
That's easy money. But yeah, I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons to win.
Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons to win as well. I mean, right now they're playing some really great football. They got the divisional win, divisional sweep, I believe, over the Bucks last week. The way that they're playing right now, I mean, they're going to be, if they can find some momentum, man, they're going to be a tough team when it comes to playoff time.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Next up, you have the Raiders versus the Bengals.
Hmm.
I feel like the Bengals being at home is definitely going to help them get a nice win here today. They need it. They need
Absolutely.
this.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is definitely a bounce back win for the Bengals after getting smashed by the Philadelphia Eagles.
yes. So they definitely need this win. Uh,
Mhm.
I'm taking Joe Burrow. Give me him for 200 passing yards. Give
Yep.
me give me Chase for 5 receptions, 60 yards. Yeah, give me Burrow for a touchdown.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and then the Bengals for the win. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a nice little parlay for you.
Hell
Put
yeah.
put those little legs together for you. You know what I mean? There you go.
Yes, sir.
All
Yeah,
right.
that'll be a awesome game for them.
Next up we have the Broncos versus the Ravens.
Oh, man, this is gonna be a really solid game right here.
Oh, this is the bro. I'm gonna probably get 2 or 3 more gray hairs after this because I got a feeling it's gonna come down to the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be Lamar, having to save us again.
Yep. Yeah,
And
and
I mean,
yeah, not to
I hope we can somehow run away with this game. That would be wonderful to
it
just run
would be.
away with it, but I don't see that happening. I see like this is going to be a tough game. I
Mhm.
feel like it's going to be like a 28-21 game
Oh,
where we're
yeah.
going to win by a touchdown, and it's gonna look prettier than it was.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully the Ravens can be on the same page with each other and not screw things up, but
Yeah,
at the same time, like
there,
you
there was
got
there was 3 plays, and see, this
yep,
is why I say there's not only one play does not what I mean completely change a game. There has to be
yeah,
multiple plays,
no,
and
for
for us
sure.
there was 3 plays that screwed us last week. Okay,
Mhm.
Rashad Bateman dropping the ball because the sun or
Yep.
because he tripped
Yep.
wide open in the middle of the field, like,
Yep.
that one cost us,
Oh
okay?
yeah. Not to mention dropping that interception as well.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say that, fucking Hamilton dropping that interception, that would've ended the
Mhm.
game right there. We'd have kneeled it down, it'd have been over,
Yep.
okay?
Like
That
how many bounces off your hands do you need to have before you actually catch it or even drop it too? Like you had it, dude.
Yeah, no, and then it was the Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Mhm.
That was the other one that got called back. That it was a bullshit holding call. Bullshit
Yeah.
holding call. There was
Mm.
no holding call. The announcers, the referee, Gene Stenator or whatever, where he's always he's on the backside of it now as an announcer. He used to be a referee. He even said that that's not a holding call. There's
Yeah.
no holding whatsoever. He pushes the guy and then just lets him go. And literally just lets him fall. He doesn't
Jesus.
hold him, pull him, nothing, and it was just like that they called back the touchdown.
Yeah.
And then the first drive, when we went for it on fourth down instead of kicking that field goal. We kick
Mhm.
that field goal, we have 3 extra points.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about on my show Friday that these refs need to be held accountable. Like if they're making bullshit calls, then they should be held accountable and get some fucking fines headed their way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I mean, listen, that's why I keep saying, man, you got all those cameras out there. What, like,
Mhm.
there don't need to be more than one or two refs out there on the field. Let the guys up in the booth make the calls.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely. I mean, hell, like if players get fined just for saying or doing some stupid shit, then the refs need to get fined for missing these calls.
Yeah, no, for sure. Next up, you have the Bears versus the Cardinals. I think this is going to be a good competitive game,
Mhm.
but I'm just going to say this: I have the Cardinals winning. I have the Cardinals winning, but
Yeah,
I think it's going to be within 3 point game. I don't think this is going to be a high scoring game. I think it's going to wind up being like 13 to
24-20.
17.
Oh,
No,
okay. Oh,
13 to 17. I
wow. Okay.
don't think it's going to be a super high scoring game.
Okay.
I mean, Caleb Williams could start to run away with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be a low scoring game until like the second half, and then
Mhm.
somebody like I just feel like the Cardinals are going to score twice in the second half,
For sure.
and that's how they're going to wind up winning.
Oh, most definitely. On top of that, like you got the connection with Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. Obviously, he started to figure some things out with connecting with Marvin Harrison Jr. and looks like everybody else is starting to toe the line and start to really play some offensive football. And the defense is just carrying them right now. Not to
Oh,
mention Trey McBride, who's basically George Kittle 2.0.
so I know I'm sorry to backtrack here, but for the Ravens Broncos game,
Mhm.
okay, you're gonna take Bo Nix for 150 passing yards.
All right.
Right, you're gonna take Lamar Jackson for 175 passing yards.
Hmm.
You're gonna take Lamar Jackson for a rushing touchdown, and you're gonna take Mark Henry for over 60 rushing yards.
Damn. That's gonna
There's
be crazy.
there's my parlay for you.
Hell yeah. I mean, I could see Bo Nix getting 150 yards. The dude is finally finding a rhythm and
I
it's
mean, it's
showing
not
on the
that
field.
our pass defense is atrocious. It, and we're gonna give up 3 or 4 big passes in the
Right.
game.
Right.
So I'm not saying we're gonna give up the end zones, but it's happened. All right, but anyway, Bears versus the Cardinals. All right, so again, I'm picking the Cardinals. I'm taking Kyler Murray for 200 yards and a touchdown. Um, I'm taking Swift for 50 rushing yards, and
I
I'm
could see that.
taking James Conner
Hmm.
for 50 rushing yards.
Nice. Really good picks right there and the stats that they'll be putting up. I could really see all those things hitting and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
Oh yeah. Next up, we have the Jaguars versus the Eagles. Okay, I think this is going to be a better game than most people think.
Yeah.
I don't. I think the Jaguars are going to be able to keep up with them.
Really?
Yes, yes, and I know this is weird to say. It's just because the type of offense that they run, and
Mhm.
the Trevor Lawrence is really good at doing 1, 2, 3 throw.
Hmm.
Okay, how did Baker Mayfield beat the Eagles?
uh,
One, 2, 3, throw. 1, 2, 3,
okay,
throw. 1, 2, 3, throw. Like you have to you have to sit here and go back and forth.
gotcha.
And yeah, so I'm taking the Eagles to win, but I
Hmm.
think this is going to be a really competitive game.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's going to be a competitive game as well, but I got the Eagles winning as well. Just it's going to be tough to see what the Jaguars can do against the Eagles defense. Not to mention how the Jaguars defense can try and hold or try and stop the Philly offense because obviously they found a rhythm with
Yeah. No, I mean for sure.
against the Bengals.
And that's what I like. And as far as this game goes, give me Trevor Lawrence for 175 passing yards. Give me Hurts for 175 passing yards. I'll take
Yep.
both of them for a touchdown, passing touchdown. Um, give me Barkley for
Mhm.
what is it? 80 all-purpose yards.
Hmm.
And
Alright, not bad.
Brown is playing. Give me 4 catches for AJ Brown.
Hmm. Alright, some good picks right there.
All right. See, I
Uh,
mean, seriously though, that's what I was saying. Like the Jaguars are going to make this a competitive game.
hmm.
Uh, Next up, we got the Rams going into Seattle to play the Seahawks.
Ooh, this'll be a good matchup to watch.
I the Rams got their offensive pieces back, and I think it's going to show. The Seahawks not having Metcalf is going to be an uphill battle. Uh,
Mhm.
Give me the Rams. I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams too. I mean, they've been clicking the last few games, and on top of that, with the Seahawks missing DK Metcalf, there's nothing that they can really do. On top of the fact that they got their asses stomped against Buffalo last week.
Yeah, no, I mean, and this would be a good bounce back game for the Seahawks to win because they're at home. But
Hmm.
again, I'm taking the Rams because I do. Puka Nacua is going to have 4 catches in probably the first half of the game,
Yep.
right? He's gonna get 40 yards,
Hmm.
right? Take Matt Stafford for 200 yards,
Yep.
right? And a touchdown,
Hmm.
right? And you put those 4 things together right there. I mean, that's money.
Yeah,
Money
absolutely.
right there.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, even with Cooper Cup and Puka Nakua coming back, there's no reason that the Rams shouldn't win this. Yeah, there's no reason that the why the Rams shouldn't win this game.
can Ernest Jones have another day for Seattle? I mean, I don't know.
Mm.
I don't
Who
know.
knows? The only thing we can really do is basically just see what happens on the field.
Yeah. So boom, boom, boom. Next up is Lions versus the Packers. With Jordan Love out, it does not look good for the Packers.
No, it does not. And again, like I said on my show on Friday, the Lion Dan Campbell is taking the Lions on a villains tour right now, despite the fact that Detroit has one loss. Man, oh man. The Lions are the best team in the NFL right now, and it's not even close. And so I'm taking Detroit by a landslide.
Oh yeah, Detroit's gonna win this game. Give me give me Goff for 200 yards, 2
Hmm.
passing touchdowns. Give me Gibbs for 60 all-purpose yards,
Yep.
and give me St. Brown for 40 yards. There you go. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not gonna win you a lot of money, but that's my lock.
Yeah, no, I
That
completely agree. And on top of the fact with the so-called team of Sonic and Knuckles, aka Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery, man, they about to have themselves a fucking day today.
Oh yeah. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Next up is the Colts versus the Vikings. Okay. So I think this is gonna be a shootout. This is
Yeah,
definitely gonna be a shootout.
yeah.
Flacco is back in. Flacco is
Mhm.
back in. Now, I mean the bold in me, like the spicy in me wants to take
Mhm.
the Colts to win, but I don't know. I don't think the Colts are gonna win. I think the Vikings are gonna win. Okay, but I think it's gonna be a really close game. I think it's gonna be like 28-35.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's gonna be, a boat race or anything.
Mhm.
I'm definitely liking what Flacco is bringing.
Yeah.
Uh, Give me for Flacco for this is spicy. This is spicy. I'm taking
Okay.
for 200 yards, 2
Ooh.
touchdowns. Um, give me Downs for 4 catches and 40 yards, and give me Pittman for 3 catches and 25 yards.
Hmm. All right, good picks. And I mean,
On
yeah,
the flip side or you
uh,
can just add it up in there. Sam Darnold for 200 yards and a passing touchdown, and
okay.
throw 5 catches for Justin Jefferson and 50 yards, 60 yards.
Hmm. Not bad, not bad. I like it. And I'm in total agreement. This is definitely going to be a shootout type of game. Um, and the fact that it's a good decision for the Colts to be sticking to go back to Joe Flacco when Anthony Richardson really openly admitted that he tapped out of the game because he was too tired, God forbid. But yeah, the Vikings, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do get this win. They should have gotten the win over the Rams last week, and they lost in a very unfortunate way. But this is going to be a good one for sure.
Yes, yes. Um, so the last game of the week is going to be the Buccaneers versus the Chiefs, Monday
Hmm.
Night Football.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
it's gonna be in Kansas City.
Hmm.
So I'm like 90% sure there's no way that the refs are gonna let Kansas City lose in Kansas City. I'm sure the Swifties will be there with
Yep.
the in attendance.
Yep.
So it's one of those things. It's kind of like is are they gonna lose? Probably not.
No.
I mean, they could, but the day Baker Mayfield would have to have, and the day that the Buccaneers defense would have to have. I mean,
Hmm.
you're talking about lockdown, 100%
Yeah.
no fuck up football.
No, for sure. I agree as well. There's no way that look, as much as I like Baker Mayfield being on the Bucks and everything and how well he fits with that system, I just really don't see the
The
Bucks going into Kansas City and winning anytime soon.
the tirade in the comments. Everybody needs the Bucks to lose. No, Andrew needs the Bucks to lose, and when Andrew needs them to lose, everybody needs them to lose.
Yeah, yeah, apparently, but there's I just it's hard to see Kansas City being at home and losing.
Well, I'll say this: I'll give me Baker Mayfield for one passing touchdown. Give me
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes for one passing touchdown. Give me Travis Kelsey for 4 catches,
All
and
right.
that's all. And give me Kareem Hunt for 50 all-purpose yards.
Okay.
That's all
Not
I'm
bad.
touching in that game. I don't feel comfortable touching anything else with that game because there's too much inconsistency. I
Yeah,
don't want it, but I'm confident that Baker's going to throw one touchdown.
for sure. I was gonna say, aside from that, over under on how many times the camera pans to Taylor Swift if regardless if Travis Kelsey gets a touchdown.
Over 10. Over 10 times. Over 10 times. Easy. Over 10 times.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
like it's a bad thing when Bill Belichick is getting fed up with the camera panning to Taylor Swift. It's like, dude, yes.
all right. So, um, Andrew, you want to pop up the parlay? We can run through the parlay now.
All right.
Oh yeah. This is the spicy parlay. Hold on. No, that's not the top one. I think it's the Saints. Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah,
first one.
right here.
All right. Yeah. All right. So we have the Saints money line.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr for 175 passing yards, one passing touchdown, and Kamara for 50 yards.
Hmm.
I mean, this is money in the bank right here.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I could easily see that.
Now, the next part gets a little spicier. You got the Ravens for the win, Lamar with 2 passing touchdowns, Derrick Henry for 60 rushing yards, and Lamar Jackson for 175 passing yards. The 2 touchdowns is literally the spiciest part, but still, I mean, Derrick Henry could come out and start running like he did against the Bills, and Lamar Jackson's not going to throw for 175 yards.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
All right, next. Well, you can see the spicy parlay at the bottom. Oh. Next page, Andrew. Big boss man. Nope, that's the last one.
Might be this one that yep.
Nope, it's the first one. Yep, it's that one.
Okay.
All right. So next up, we got the Commanders money line. Jaden Daniels, 175 passing yards with 1 touchdown, and Terry McLaurin for 4 receptions.
Mm.
I mean, that's like 99% chance gonna happen. This is easy money. And look at that, plus 139. Let's get this money, baby. Let's get this money.
Yeah.
Next up, you got Philadelphia Eagles. Saquon for 50 rushing yards, Eagles money line, and then you got Hurts for 1 touchdown. I
Hmm.
mean, listen, we're giving money away. We're giving money away. Giving money away, right? And then taking the Titans for the win right here,
Hmm.
right? Obviously,
Yeah.
right? The rest of them is money line. So we got the Bengals money line, right? I'm taking the Browns money line. I told you I'm going spicy. I'm taking the Dolphins money line. I'm going Falcons money line. And you got I'm taking so I'm actually taking the Bears. So that on this parlay, I'm taking the Bears over the Cardinals. I know I said I'm taking the Cardinals, but I was, this is the parlay I made yesterday. Um, then you got Los Angeles over the Seahawks. I called that one.
Hmm.
Detroit Lions over Packers. I knew I was calling that before Love got injured. Now with Love's injury, it's definitely not going to happen. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings over the Colts. I
Yep.
want to see the Colts win, but I don't think it's going to happen. And then, I mean, last game of the week, you have the Kansas City Chiefs. So look at that. Look at that. 10 cents. 10 cents wins you $567. It is
Damn.
a great parlay. Again, pick and choose what you want. Take, if you lately if you don't like the Bears money line, take it out. If you don't, if you don't like the Rams money line, take it out.
Hmm.
If you don't believe in the Titans, take it out.
Yep.
Whatever you want to pick and choose, but bet smart, you bet safe, don't
Yep.
overextend yourself. Um,
Yeah, we definitely do need the Bucks to win. Fuck the Chiefs indeed. And but it's so hard to pick against them. Or pick against the Chiefs when A, they're at home, B through Z, they got the rest protecting their fucking asses.
all right, so this is it.
Yep. All right.
This
So we are going to take one more quick commercial break and we are going to be back with a topic that is definitely going to be a good one.
Tonight we're on our border, we stick to the bell. Chaos and disorder, play them like a violin. I feel the fever rising, what a joy to see our hands. If you got something to say to me, so come on, here I stand.
All right. We are back.
All right. So next up, all right. What two teams do you think could sneak into the playoffs this year?
Oh, that is a really good question. Hang on. Let me
So
get
I'll say this. I'll start with the NFC West.
mm-hmm.
Okay. NFC West, the Cardinals are number one
Mm-hmm.
in the division with the
Yeah.
win over the 49ers. They're so Seattle, 49ers, and Cardinals are all 4-4.
Yeah.
Right.
That's yeah, it's crazy too. But I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and say one team I think can sneak into the playoffs if they keep finding a rhythm with each other. I'm definitely gonna have to go with the Cardinals.
Yeah, no, I mean they were one of my sleeper teams this year. I called it at the beginning of the year. I said I think the Cardinals are going to be a sneaky team. I thought they were going to beat the Bills week 1. They damn near did, but again they lost. So it's whatever. But they've been a consistently good team this year, and I
Hmm.
like it, especially considering. Can you name anybody on that defense?
Not entirely, no.
So that's my point. You got guys that are no household names on that defense. I think Buda Baker is the only household name that
Yeah,
people might know.
yeah,
Everybody else pretty much nobodies,
yeah.
and they're playing good division football.
Oh, yeah.
Um, who's your second team?
So I'm actually gonna stick with the NFC right now because there's actually quite a few teams in the AFC that could sneak into the playoffs as well. But I know they're sitting at 6-2 right now, but I'm gonna have to go with the Washington Redskins. Like the way that they're playing, the way that Jaden Daniels is playing right now, the way Dan Quinn is coaching that team, it's just they are just. It's like they really shouldn't be this good in a division we thought
I don't
that
think
was
they're
going to belong to the Philadelphia Eagles.
I don't think they're sneaking. I think they're going to win this division.
Hmm.
I think they're going to win the division at the end of the year. They're going to be the best team in the list. Now, right now, technically, they're the second best because the Lions are the best team. But
Easily.
in the NFC East, they're going to be the best team,
Hmm.
and they've shown it time and time again this year.
They really
Like,
have. Yeah, it's like they're playing lights out football right
but
now,
I
and
don't think they're sneaking into the playoffs because right now, if we're looking at a playoff picture, again, they're the number 2 team, right?
right.
They're in the power to the top 5
Oh yeah,
teams in the league.
yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
see
So
this.
one team I got in the AFC that could actually sneak in is more than likely the Denver Broncos.
Okay, I mean that is definitely that is definitely a possibility.
Hmm.
I think offensively that it'll be hard for them,
Yeah.
especially when it comes time to the playoff time. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with some of the bigger, better teams, but
Hmm.
I mean, their defense is definitely going to win them some games.
Yeah, we want to talk about the Broncos. I mean,
I
Bo
mean,
Nix
listen,
is helping the team right
until
now. And
until they have a better record than the Commanders. Little
yeah,
talks,
yeah.
because that's all I was saying. That was the defining conversation. Um, but yeah, so for me, I think it's crazy to think this, man, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say the originally I wanted to go with the Colts. I
Okay.
wanted I wanted to say the Colts. I think the Colts
Yeah.
are I have a possibility of creeping up in the AFC, especially if Flacco starts and continues to start.
Right.
Um, because they're 4-4 right now. They're a 500 team.
Yep.
Flacco makes them a hell of a lot better on offense, and they can actually throw the ball down the field and
Hmm.
throw it short and move the ball like a regular offense should. Um, Another team is scroll down to the NFC. I'm gonna say Tampa Bay Bucks. Tampa Bay
Ooh.
Bucks have a very, very, very slim, small window with
Yeah.
the NFC North playing as good as they have. But with Green Bay and Love's health issues, I don't know what's going on with them. The Vikings got hit in the mouth, and they are looking very pedestrian. So we will continue to see where the NFC North goes. Will they continue being one of the best in the league, or will they go back to reality?
Very, yeah. It like we shall see. There's a lot of good teams
That was
out there right now
that was the
that
first thing he talked about. He talked
yeah,
about Navy getting beat by Rice, and it was horrible, and we laughed about it, and it was just
yeah,
god awful.
it
And it
was.
And then Andrew chimed in and was like, "See, this is why they don't deserve to be ranked." And we were like, "Ha." But Army still remains unbeaten. But
Yes, they do.
we will see if they can stand the test of time.
Yep, very true. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of teams out there right now that are real sneaky and look like that they could get into the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I mean, like for me, I'm waiting to play the Steelers. I want to
Hmm.
play the Steelers. I
Yeah.
want to put an L in that goddamn column for the fucking Steelers. Like next week, like we have a short week this week. We have to play the Bengals on Thursday Night Football.
Damn.
That's fine. That's fine. It's beautiful. I love it. I
All
fucking
right.
love it, bro. All right, because it doesn't matter. We're gonna beat the shit out of the Bengals. We're we're gonna beat the shit out of the Bengals. But this week
You
we
already
need,
have a win. Shut up.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys gotta win. Yeah, you guys got one win. I mean, be happy. You gotta win.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you anytime it comes to the AFC North games, like you already know that it is gonna be a tooth and nail bloodbath. Like it is just gonna be absolute insanity.
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, yeah. See, the Titans still have a chance to be to have the number one overall pick.
They
Yes. See, you guys could get Shador Sanders. Like, could you
Oh.
imagine? And then your team it now leaps and bounds better.
Oh man. Ooh, whoop-de-doo.
But yeah, no. So that was all the topics that I had for today. Anything else you want to talk about?
Uh, none that really comes to mind right now. I mean, hey, it's football Sunday today. We got some awesome games on right now, and it's going to be an awesome day. And I hope everybody out there that's tuning in and watching this, I hope y'all win some money, placing some bets.
Yes, sir. Well, all right. Until next time, we will be here next Sunday. We will also have multiple shows going on during the week.
Hmm.
We have the Squared Circle talk. What
Yeah, Legends of the Squared Circle, coming. Oh, we actually got one topic. The Predators kicking the Blackhawks ass. Okay, well, conveniently enough, the Blackhawks actually won, so there's that. But God forbid,
yeah.
we still got plenty of hockey left to see what happens. So,
Oh yeah. No. Let's take a little peeky peek. Oh, I was so pissed off because the other day, like, the Flyers beat the Bruins, but then the
mm.
Bruins came into the fucking to the Flyers and won. I was like, "You dirty bitches,
Yeah.
dirty bitches." But yeah, the Blackhawks beat the Kings. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, look, they're 4-7-1. All
Yep.
right, so it's not horrible, but at the same time, it's not in. And then, hey man, how about them Capitals? How about
Yes,
them
sir.
Capitals, bro? They
Yes,
they
sir.
looking they looking real good. Ovechkin is getting closer and closer.
Hmm.
Ovechkin is creeping closer and closer.
Yes,
Um,
sir. A lot of good games happening yesterday. The Panthers get a 4-2 win over the Stars, and man, oh man, are they on a roll right now? They are currently sitting at 9-3-1. So,
yeah, the Panthers are doing their thing. The Capitals are doing their thing.
yeah,
Uh, the Winnipeg
Blackhawks are
Jets,
actually doing
the
something.
Jets, the Jets are 10-1, bro.
Jesus.
Yeah, they running through shit. He talking about the Predators. The Predators are fucking 4-6.
Yeah, and he wants to talk about the Blackhawks. They're 4-7-1, so you might want to slow your roll. Okay, cool. They got a 5-2 win over the Avalanche yesterday, but once again, slow your roll because they are no better than the Blackhawks right now. So, I mean, a win is a win, sure, but we still got plenty of hockey left.
No, they're literally the same amount of losses. It's only because the Blackhawks have one more loss. They're 4-7. National Predators are 4-6. So
Okay, cool. They're ahead of them in the standings, but you're acting like if the season ended, the Nashville Predators would have the better record. There's 82 games in hockey, so slow your roll, man.
uh,
But yeah, again, this is coming from the same dude that still thinks that the Titans are going to win the AFC South. So
yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning is looking good. New Jersey Devils are looking good.
yes,
Minnesota
sir.
Wild is 7 wins, only 1 loss. So Minnesota Wild is also looking really good.
Not
Uh,
bad, not bad.
the Golden Knights, 8-3,
Damn.
and then the Kings are 6-3. Fuck, that's not even 7 wins. Yeah, Tampa Bay, New Jersey Devils, and New York Rangers. Oh, Carolina Hurricanes 7-2, 7-2 for the Rangers too. But yeah,
Okay.
not bad. I mean, some
Uh,
I mean, I understand it's the start of the year, but like I put it to you this way, man: when you start sitting there and you start putting it together, and you're realizing you're winning 7 games out of every 10, that's how you do it.
I mean, yeah, I'm not putting words in your mouth, but you made the prediction that the Titans were going to win the AFC South just on the roster that they had alone. But
You did talk very highly about them, but
yeah, I mean, those are your words, man, not mine.
not your year, buddy. Not your year.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, that's all I got, man.
All right. Enjoy your Sunday, man. Have some fun. Hope you win some money.
All right, everybody. Peace.
Peace. All right. So that was game day countdown with Mac and myself, James. Like I said, we got some awesome games that are going to be happening today, and there's a lot going on. I hope y'all put in some bets and win some money. Be sure to check us out on on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we on the show Legends of the Squared Circle, where we talk about the best things in wrestling history, and we come up with some top 5 lists. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to this Monday because we are doing the top 5 factions of the WWE, and my number 1 pick is going to be so controversial it'll get me kicked off this show. But again, that is all the time that we have for today. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be an awesome day of football, and man, oh man, I hope y'all enjoy it. So, oh shit, don't forget to check out Football Frame of Mindset later today and see what they have to discuss. And hey, like I said, it's going to be an awesome time. Until then, see y'all next week, or maybe see you Monday. Peace out.
Game day countdown with Mack and James. It's game day countdown, round rise and shine. Mack and James with the sports talk line. Deep plays, bright lights, teams on the rise. From the first step to the final drive. Big hits, big plays are the highlights. Countdown